Go ahead. All right, I believe we are live, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Right now, we're just going to run through, well, we've got a little list of paints. Now, we're just going to show the Army painter paints, but I am going to cross-reference a whole bunch of things that you're going to see. Dragon Red, there's going to be a couple of different ways that we're going to be doing this. At the end of this, I will come on live and we'll talk a little bit, but just have an idea of some of the paints that we're going to be using today. And wow, that's just going so fast. Yellow, demonic yellow. Yes, I mean, after all, we're painting a beholder, and we're going to be using an array of paints. But most of this is built off of Army Painter. You can get that, of course, at our wonderful sponsors, Miniature Market, who we love dearly, of course. And let me say hi to a whole bunch of people. Godzilla Lover, Sean, Joe, Non-Alpha Gamer. I like that. Brian, Linda, Peter. I hope you all are doing well this fine Friday, as we are going to be painting a couple of beholders. We're going to take a look at a couple of different paint schemes and things like that. And I think you'll get a real good feel for what we're trying to do. Now, of course, as always, make sure that you are subscribed to Rob's Tabletop World. We're painting all the time. We're going to be doing this every week. And our the people that sponsor us, Miniature Market, we're going to be giving away some gift certificates at the end of this paint episode. So just stick with us, and I guarantee you one of you or a couple of you may walk away with a really nice prize. Now, I have to tell you this much. We are painting the Wizkids Zombie Beholder, and I have to tell you, this is some of the best sculpts I've seen in a long time. They're doing a fantastic job with this Marvelous Miniatures line, and it's something that I love. I love the fact that it's primed already, so it takes a step out for you beginners. Another disclaimer is, hey, let's be honest. I am not the greatest painter in the world. I'm not going to try to show you how to paint professionally. I'm going to bring this down, but there's something here for everybody, and I can promise you that. And that I do promise, we are going to have something for you all. So you're going to get something out of this one way or another. I look like I'm from another planet, but that's because I got like 19 things hooked up. I got a hat, I got my little visor so I can see, but we'll get down to the table very shortly. Like I said, thank you all for coming in here. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure that you're subscribed to Board Game Geek. Subscribe to Rob's Tabletop World. We're also on Twitch as well. And let me bring in my very dear friend and, of course, cohort. And that is, you got it, none other than Helen Adams, who's going to be helping us here. Now, if I can keep my big head out of here. How are you, Helen? Helen's going to... Okay. Helen's going to make sure that you guys, either some of you want to come in and paint with us. We're leaving that open. We have room for 5 people if you want to. Well, actually 3 people. And then also, we are going to be, I forgot what are we going to be doing? We're going to be painting.
We're going to be painting.
We're going to be painting. But Helen's going to help. And if you have any questions out there, feel free to ask the questions. Helen will get it to me. And while I'm focused in on here and running my mouth, she'll interrupt and make sure that we try to answer all your questions. And if we can't get to all your questions, please send me an email at novaprime860@hotmail.com. You may have something that you saw here that you want to know more of. Now, without further ado, why don't I do this? Boom. We're going to go down to the table here, and I'm going to show you a couple of things here, because I'm also going to put my glasses on, because that's kind of important so I can really see. First of all, Wizkids is knocking it out of the park. I mean, they really have done some amazing things. Now, for those of you that are painting along with us, I'm going to move my little mouse here so it doesn't get in my way. and you got the extra parts that go in here, don't worry. I will cover that as well. And I think that's really cool, some of the things that you can do here. Now, I've decided to do this a couple different ways. The first color that we're going to do is we're going to paint, for me, the zombie beholder, I like a red one. So I'm going to go with a red zombie holder. But, hey, for those of you, listen, I got you covered. We went with the green as well. So what I used for this, and it wasn't in our list, was a witch's brew. Okay. So if you want to follow along, you can use this witch's brew, or if you were painting with Citadel paints, I suggest a Death Guard green. Okay. So I'm going to try my best to get both of these knocked out for you and really just show you what we got going. So the first thing that we're going to do is, of course,
here, Rob.
What's that?
We have a request for the colors again.
Okay, we'll play it at the end.
Our best. So if you want to go ahead and gather, I'll give them to you real quick here. You need a deep red. That's dragon red.
Hold on, let me just interrupt you here for a second, Helen. Okay, right now, for those of you that watched and saw, we're going to start with any kind of red that you feel like you want to use. You can use a corn red. You can use a red contrast, the Blood Angel contrast, which will work very well. And but I'm going to be using a dragon red here. So go ahead, Helen.
Thank you, Brett. Brett actually pulled them all. A red, a pink, a yellow, lime green, white, gray, black, bone, and then we've chosen 3 washes: a light brown or flesh wash, a brown wash, and a black wash, and of course your miscellaneous painting materials. So exactly. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I know it's a lot, it goes real fast, but we're trying not to make that too much.
We also don't want this to be a 4.5 hour.
We'll totally, when he goes to grab a new color, he'll totally tell you what color he's using. So if you've got your paints around you, you can grab it.
Now I'm going to move pretty quickly because we really want to try to get this done in about an hour and a half tops. And the reason for that is nobody wants to watch a 5-hour video. Okay. Now, if you noticed here, paint all the area that you can that thick, and don't worry about getting the eyeballs because we'll take care of that a little bit later. And all you want to do is just get good coverage right now. All right. Don't worry about getting the teeth. The one I try to stay very tight with is, if you notice right here, they have like this clear plastic here. So we kind of want to stay away from getting any red on there. So you want to take and just tighten up your thing here. Don't worry about getting these teeth in the mouth here. All you want to do is just really kind of just make sure that you get it in there. We're going to paint over those teeth and that tongue too. But we definitely just want to get good coverage. Try not to get this eye. You got the primer on there already. I usually switch to a smaller brush and just tighten up around that eye. Okay, so you're going to be able to do that. So just stick with me. And like I said, if you want, Helen can send you if you have a camera and you want to show us what you're painting, or maybe you want to paint along with us, you're more than welcome to. I can tell you that. And I'm just going to add some more paint. And I'm going to show you a nice beginner way to do this. And I think that's what's most important here. Now, I'm just going to do this for coverage here and just give you guys a chance to kind of come along here, because I've already got one that I've already gotten to where we need to go, which is our next step. Yeah, there's both holders all over the place here. And we will definitely show you what we're going to do and how we're going to go about doing it. I'm not worried about this, because when it dries, we're going to tighten everything up. Right now, we're just trying coverage, and that's all I'm worried about. I'm not worried about hitting anything else, and that's about it. And boy, I'll tell you, I've really woken up and taken a look. These are these are probably some of the finest D&D models I've seen since God knows when.
2 questions.
I don't think. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Keith would like to know, why no wet palette?
Well, Keith, because you can't see it. How's that?
Rob,
we're painting for beginners. Okay, number one. Okay, so we're not going to force a wet palette on people right off the bat. So there you go. I mean, what we're trying to do is get people to paint and pick up a brush for the first time. I'm not going to hit them with a wet palette. Once they get comfortable enough, okay, and all that stuff, I'm not looking to save any of the paint. All right. Like I said, I'm actually bringing this down levels just to get people to pick up a brush. I want people to paint. I want people to see how beautiful this is. Okay, a lot of other channels want to show you and dazzle you with all kinds of skills. Well, that's not what we've ever tried to do, and nor will I try to do. My whole thing is just to get people to paint. Paint your figures. It's going to enhance your experience when you go play. You're going to enjoy it a lot better. And plus, I got a nice little water in my nice little cup here. I'm not my cup, on my little tray here. My thing is to make sure that you can see the miniature, and that's all I'm worried about. So there you go.
AK would like to know, are the paints thinned?
Yeah, I'm thinning them as I use them.
And what
in the bottle, the Army Painter, it sometimes comes out very thin. The Army Painter does come out thin, so I've got to watch it, and sometimes I have to put 2 coats on.
Okay.
Now, if you're using a contrast paint, you're not going to have to cut it at all.
Marcus asked 2 thin coats in all capital letters. Very funny. But yes, that is often a good way to do it. If you feel like you're putting too much, if you feel like you're not sure where you're at, you want to be careful.
Listen, and Marcus, if you're such an expert, listen.
No, actually, but it is a good point. If you're uncomfortable, if you're not sure about a color, sometimes a nice thin coat will give you an idea. And
exactly.
It's easier to. You can always cover things up with paint, but by the same token, often 2 thin coats is easier to control than 1 thin coat. So that can be a good, if you're not completely comfortable with where you're going with something, that can be a good hint. All right, and it looks like we just about have a red beholder.
And Helen,
yes,
deal with certain things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. And like I said, the whole idea of my channel and what we do here at Rob's Tabletop World is to get you feel comfortable to pick up a paintbrush. All right. And then go out and venture out. And there's so many great painters out there. There really are. I mean, there's so many great people that can add to your techniques. And we do have a bit of a better master class that we do. It's just for something like this, we like to keep things nice and simple and really try to get more people involved in this hobby. And you're going to see some of my stuff, some of more of my master stuff on above board, and a TV show that's going to be coming very soon. Hold on here. Now, once that dries, okay, we're going to put a wash over this. Okay, so I want to show you what exactly that means. Okay, we have this dark tone, and what I'm going to do is I already put a little bit on that, and all I do is just put it over here. So once you get that red on there, all right, you're going to want that to dry a bit, and then you're just going to take and move this dark tone in here. And what that dark tone is going to do, it's going to create depth. It's going to get into all those recesses. You want to be very careful with it, though. Okay, and you really want to work it into all those areas like you see here, like I'm doing here for this particular red guy. The guy over here, the green guy that I have. Okay, and we're going to do something.
Quick, we have another couple questions when you're ready.
Yeah, when I'm ready. We have a strong tone, which is a brown, and I like using the dark brown on here. If you are using a Citadel, you want to use an Agrath Earthshade, which would be perfect for this. Go ahead.
Question is, first off, DJ Ghostman asked me to say hi to Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy, a new D&D painter. She got hooked. He, not sure, got hooked.
Mm-hmm.
So hi, Chrissy. Welcome to the fun world of painting your minis. And then, do you ever have issues with the Wizkids primer? Is it better to reprime?
No, I've not had any problem, and that's why I am really high on these miniatures. It's been nothing but a fantastic experience with the primer itself. I've been very thrilled with what they've had to offer.
Nice.
Now I'm taking an
You should have a couple of people queued before too long here.
Okay.
Paint along. Another question, really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you consider a great painter? And you can answer that after you get done explaining what you're doing.
Great painters. Well, I don't watch a ton of people, to be honest with you, because I try to stay in my own head. If anybody understands what that means, but if I had to go out a little way, I would say Sinastro's very, very good, but with him, I just feel that people need really great explanation. So I would go Sinastro, Dr. Foss. There was a guy,
really
Faust, yeah, he's very, very good. Gorilla does a great job. Gorilla Miniatures does a great job. He has his paint table that he does every weekend, which he's phenomenal.
Yes.
Boy, he's always doing something, and I thought I did a lot of videos. There's I really hate trying to mention them because I always feel bad when I forget somebody, but there's really some great miniature painters out there, and the thing I try to do is just make things simple and not make it intimidating, and just make it nice and easy where you can just kind of just get right into it. All right. So we're going to let this dry for a bit. And you can see I really darkened it down because we're going to bring it back out. Okay. Will this live stream be viewable as a video on YouTube? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Right now we're flying live, and just so you can paint along with us. Okay, we got a couple of people in here that we're going to bring in here.
Ask.
Oh, James, how are you?
Here that we actually are operating through StreamYard, so we get everything all aggregated. So, hi James.
I'm going to get rid of your screen here.
Absolutely.
Actually, can you get rid of it?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So that way we can fit other people in there. Hey James, how you doing? You painting today?
Yeah, you inspired me to do so. I had some of these from the Dungeon of the Mad Mage board game.
Well, there you go.
Sweet.
That's a good start. Okay, I'm going to let that guy dry, and we're going to come back to this guy. And he's almost dry enough where I want to show you how, if I can keep everything together here. I just want to show you how I get this very strong tone in here, and how we just darken this guy up, and then we're going to bring him back out within the hour, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Jesse's asking if you can roof paint. You can, and there's some great ideas in the comments, but honestly, you're putting such thin layers of paint on there that unless you just glop it on there, you should be good just repainting.
And we're going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to go about getting these guys going here.
How much drying time between coats?
You'll know when it's dry. When you don't get any paint on your fingers.
And if I miss your questions, I'm sorry. Go ahead and post them again. If
I usually give 5-10 minutes. It depends the environment that you're in too. A lot of things that really come into play is whether or not you are, like I have an air conditioner blowing on me because it's 90 down here in Florida today.
Yep.
And because of that, it's blowing air right where I'm painting. So things tend to dry pretty quickly.
Good thing we're not going with advanced techniques.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Hello
all I want to do. Hello from Twitch land, and you could follow us over on Rob's Tabletop World on Twitch. We also have a Twitch channel. Now this Army Painter paint actually
Sean
works
Thompson,
very
where I
well.
live, the paint dries as I'm brushing. Yes.
Yeah, you know, it really is. And then there's certain areas that you know you're gonna have to put it down and go watch like Housewives of Orange County, and by the time you're done with that drama, you can come back and keep painting on it. And that's pretty much it is. I'll tell you, we're going to be doing this and giving away something every week. Oh, I think we have another person in here.
Awesome. To all you who are experienced painters and
serial heroes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. To all you who are in the comments and answering questions, we love you.
Yeah.
The best way to learn is from everyone else. I mean, mini painting is a great community. So lots of great things.
And there's so many.
Like I said, order the paints.
What's that?
Moondog, you had to pause and order the paints.
There you go. Yeah, because you could always look this back, and we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing this every single week. So this is something that you're going to see on a weekly basis, where we're going to be taking a different thing, and we're going to be giving away gift certificates from Miniature Market each and every week. So you're going to want to hang around, because not only can you win something, and maybe you can learn something too for you beginners. You pros, hey, just stick around for the gift certificate.
Hey, even the pros can pick up a tip or two.
That's true.
Will temperature affect how quickly the paint dries?
Yes. Temperature does a lot of things, for sure. If it's very humid, you know, you got to be careful priming. And that's why these are so fantastic, because they come primed already. Now I put a wash on here. Usually for a wash, it'll take anywhere from 45 minutes. They suggest 30 to 40 minutes to dry, but it's already almost dry. So, you know, I can kind of keep moving. Now, there's another thing that you want to see here. You're going to have this base here. And if you have some glue, you're going to want to glue this onto the base. You can, or you can't. It's really up to you. I suggest gluing it on the base. What I'm doing for the bases is I am just taking a very dark gray, and I'm just going to cover that base, and then we'll highlight it later. So I want to try to get that dry as well. So let me just shake and bake that a little bit.
Make sure you shake your paints really well.
Yeah, shake your paints.
Tip.
We're going to be talking quite a bit about Army Painter. One of the best things that you need to do is, if I get my big head out of the way, is that they have little BBs that you put in here. Okay, and you could put them in there, and it really helps when shaking your paint, or you know, basically you're going to have a workout. And being stuck in the house the way everybody's been, well, that may not be such a bad thing. But really shake your paints really well, get them all mixed up, and just paint away, folks. Paint away. So now I'm going to do these couple of bases while I'm waiting for stuff to dry.
While you're on that, what type of glue?
I'm going to show you in a second.
Excellent.
Just let me
backing up a bit. Shuchuli asked if you're going to be if the paint show will be the same time as today.
Yes, I will let you know. We will show you what the next figure is, and then what we're also going to do is we are going to we'll tell you exactly what time and what day.
At least until the end of quarantine, it will probably be about the same time. We may have to adjust a little because
after quarantine, I'll probably move it later to make it easier for everybody to come in. We will be giving away things each and every week. But right now with quarantine,
hey, Aldi's here.
Well,
in the chat, yay!
I should have known by the trumpets hailing. Okay, now listen. If you are not a member of Board Game Geek TV, shame on you. Shame on you. All you have to do is click that subscribe button. Go over to Board Game Geek TV. There's always something going on. You're going to find Rodney Smith. You're going to find Chaz Marler, the brilliant fella that he is, and as well as the Murph brothers and Stephanie and Lincoln and Game Night, and of course all given to you by the great Aldi. Now, we're going to do this base as well since we're here.
Kayla says list the paints ahead of time with the mini so we can paint along. Yeah, we're working
Yes.
on. I will probably post it on Rob's Guild next time. We were just kind of working out our process, but we will do our best to get it.
What we're going to do is we'll put it underneath the comments and we'll schedule the painting program ahead of time. Okay, so the program will actually, I'm actually going to come up top for a second just so I can look people in the eye. Look at that. There you go. That's it, James.
Oh, hey,
right,
that is quite the red there, dude.
All right.
It's a different color red. It's Vallejo paint, so
I like
okay, that's
it.
fine. It doesn't matter what paint you use. I prefer to use mostly Army Painter paints. Great sponsor of the channel, of course. And I still love my Citadel too. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with liking a different variants of different paints. The thing that we'll do, and we'll make it a lot easier. This next one is going to be a lot of fun, and I'll show you at the end of the program what the next figure is. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up probably 4 days ahead and let you know all the paints will be listed in the scheduled program. So I think you'll enjoy that. All right, let's get down to it.
There's also a mini market link in the description on Rob's Tabletops YouTube channel, which has additional information. Ooh, I get to be the big one. Big fish. For any of you who are painting along at home, if you would send a picture of your mini to either oranites@gmail.com or Rob at novaprime860@gmail.com, we would love to see what you come up with your zombie beholders.
And not only that, we're going to put them all together and we're going to put a video together and
Absolutely.
we're going to display everybody's work. Let's have some fun with this, okay? We're going to be doing this for quite some time, even past the quarantine. And it's something that we've been working on for quite a while. And
I have down there looking good, man.
Geez, Cereal.
Look at Rugged down there.
I think we're going to have to put you in here. I think I'm just hanging up and go home. Hey, James, let's take a look. Let me see that again.
Don't listen to him.
Very nice. Perfect. Exactly what we're looking for.
I'm no pro, that's for sure.
You don't have to be a pro. You just got to be able to enjoy yourself. And, to have everything all painted up and then be able to play it in your game, it just builds to the theme. It really just brings you in. And anybody can do this. Anybody can paint. All right? I'm nobody special.
Says, everyone can follow the paint scheme for any mini, but to do your own style makes it unique. That's true.
Exactly. Color your world the way you want to color it. All right? For me, I just see things a certain way, and I want to do things a certain way. It doesn't mean it's the right way. Maybe you see something differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. All right. So what I want to do here is clean off my brush.
Yep, you can use cube craft paints from time to time. In fact, Rob has an early series about using craft paints to paint miniatures. If you were interested in that.
And a matter of fact, one of my very dear friends, One Pip Wonder, Joa Minotto, I believe that's how you say her name. She has a wonderful little channel. About 500 people that follow her, and she painted just using whatever paint she had, and she made this Ranger, and it was just beautiful. And I think you should check it out. I really do.
Well, and that's part of the reason the initial is, while we do list the colorways with our awesome sponsor Army Painter that we've chosen, we also have just a generic color for you so that you can pick whatever you have. The idea is to not make this complicated. Grab the colors you have, get paint on those figures.
Now, look, as you can see here, I know some of you are probably having a heart attack, but that's okay. What I'm taking here is a strong tone. You can use a Newlin oil. I can't say that name. I butcher it all the time. And all I want to do is just really darken this up. I really want to bring this out, okay? If you remember, if you saw the other one back over there, I want to darken this up because he's a foreboding figure. And I really want to just, for me, I like it where if he's dead, let's make him look dead. But I'm also doing something here that's very important. And what I'm doing is I'm creating depth. And that That's where it all comes about, because you have this beautiful, beautiful figure, which I'm going to keep on saying from Wizkids, because now they have me obsessed to go find the entire first series. And
and Mini Market will hook you up with 10% off right now.
yeah, they're putting them all out, so I'm going to go there after this. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to keep the gift certificates for myself. I'm going to claim myself the winner, and I'm going to go over to Mini Market myself. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy all these figures, because these are some of the best figures I've seen in quite some time. And I love Dungeons and Dragons, and I've been meaning to do this for quite some time. As you can see, do you see how it starts to bring this depth? I know it's dark now, but don't worry. We're going to lighten it up, and we're going to bring so many different shadows and shades to this that it's really going to stick out, and it's really an easy thing to do. So that's pretty much what I did with the other guy that we have over there, and we're going to continue over with him in a minute. And I want you to make sure that you get the wash in the mouth. Try to keep it from getting on the eye. As you can see, I've already got a little on his eye, but I'm not worried about it. And you want to get around here. And this is the part that's going to take you a little bit dry. And like I said, we're not worried about that. I almost got the other two nice and dry, which is perfect. The Serial Hero's got his mic on?
He said he might have issues with his mic, so.
Okay.
He's got an older camera and an older mic, so he's doing okay. Just keep painting along, dude. You're doing great.
You're doing fine.
We love it. Ooh, look at that one. Ooh, he's got kind of a darker red going on there. I like it.
Yeah, I like it very much.
Aaron K had an interesting question, which is a little bit more advanced. How would she do a color transition? Like she said, maybe she might want some purple toward the ends of her eye stalks, grading down to the red. Do you have, how would you go about doing that?
Pretty easy. You just blend. You can blend, and I'm going to show you, because I'm going to do it in one of these guys' eyes. That we're going to blend the color. So when you see that, you just apply. You're going to be able to apply the same type of technique to the stalks. So I'll show you how we do that.
Awesome.
I promise you. And
we have some excellent suggestions from the community as well. Wet blending, which is the technique you're talking about.
Yep.
Thin layers or glazing.
Glazing is another technique. Yeah,
that's a little more advanced that we're going to get here, but it works very well for things like that.
But again, we're trying to keep this just very, very, very simple. Okay, I'm going to put him off to the side. We're going to be done with him, and we're going to come in here with him.
Yeah, Aaron, that's what we're here for. So it's all about painting with Rob and kind of picking his brain and figuring out how to make our worlds just that tiny bit more colorful.
And let's be honest. I don't have all the answers. I don't. I wish I did. All right, let me just.
Wet blending is the beginner's way. No, there are some amazing, amazing painters.
Is the beginner's way.
Yeah, no, there are some amazing painters that are winning awards with their painting that use wet blending. There's no such thing as a beginner's way of doing things.
Listen,
it's all about what works to get.
There's one thing I always say, and I really stick to it. If you're such a pro, this is the wrong show for you. Okay.
I want to DM a game for you peeps. Yeah. Well,
all right. Hey, you never know.
Contact. I was gonna say contact Rob. He's always open for new ideas from the community. So.
Now, also, you're going to get a whole bunch of these different types of things, arms in here, which is really kind of cool, because you can pull out these arms and put them in. What I did is I also made sure I painted them red, and then I took a paint and I went over some of this stuff here, and just to get a little color on it, a little gloss later, so it has a little fire. But you can put the different pieces.
I love the ectoplasm look there.
Yeah, the little ectoplasm that we did. And all I did was take some moot green, and I'll show you what that is, because we have it right here. And I'll just do it right now on this one while these two guys are just kind of drying up a little bit.
Sean says, I actually think glazing is easier than blending because it's just painting with transparent paint.
Exactly.
It can be. It's all about what works for you.
There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. And, if it works for you, that's fantastic. Like, we could take a glaze here. This is a perfect way to do it. I have a yellow glaze here. It's a laminate yellow, and just take it and look how easy that was, right?
Dude. Ooh, looking good there,
Right.
James.
Very nice. That's you, kid.
I love it. Love it, love it.
Like I said,
John, email me at oranites@gmail.com and I'll hook you up.
and I really like this yellow, and I think it'd be perfect for this thing right here. I don't get it all over our boy here. You could probably use it for his eye as well. There's a couple of ways to do things. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. I have a few. But I've been building models, painting, and things, and just doing things my way for 30 years. And I've been happy with the results. The most thing that I really enjoy, and especially at Rob's Tabletop World, is that we really enjoy to play with painted figures. Only because we've set the expectation, so now we can't. And we've done enough good work where we're going to be on Above Board, which is a Netflix series that is going to be coming, I believe, in the fall. You're going to see all my painted work as they are going to be playing
Forrest
with it.
asked if you could show us the glaze bottle.
Sure. I'd be more than happy to. I'm going to put that over there so I don't get it all gunked up there. Just give me a second, and boof. It's a Laminaires yellow glaze from Citadel.
Lamenters.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's my job. Ooh.
Very nice.
Are you on to glazing over there? Or to the washing? Or are you still on red, John? Looks like he might be on to...
Very nice.
Yeah, I got some good looking
Yeah,
stuff.
very nice. Very nice. All right.
I love seeing you. What's going on, because I get to see what Rob does all the time. It's fun to see the community.
I'm tired of it.
Hush, no such thing.
I'm so tired of seeing him around. That's why I went around.
Hey, quit putting words in my mouth.
No, I'm not putting any words in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's start next. Next, what I'm going to take, and that is a skeleton bone. Okay, you can use a shabby bone from Citadel. I thought Citadel phased out glaze. I think they did, but I still had some. This is a skeleton bone. We're going to use this for all the bone areas on the big boy here. All right. So I'm going to put a little out here. And again, you can use... Okay, that'll be good. I'm going to put that over there. Just bear with me for a second.
So if anyone's wondering why I'm painting this part, mine wasn't clear because it was part of the board.
Also want to show
game.
you can use this as well.
Gotcha.
Okay. There
Yeah. He wanted to note that he's painting the base because he's got a different model. His isn't from
because it keeps on getting in the way.
line. Thanks for letting us know.
Yep.
What's that? Of course, I missed everything, right? Okay.
Now James was just noting that he had he was painting his base because he's using the one from the board game rather than the standalone.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you see the ones that they have. Now we're taking the skeleton bone.
We might have a third person joining us.
Okay. Well, they're more than welcome to come in. I will. You just tell me when you see them. Oh, only I can see them.
Sean says they want you to buy the contrast instead of the glaze now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, you can only have so many things in a line too.
Yeah, that's true. So now all I'm doing is taking the skeleton and I'm going around all these bone edges and just trying to get this on here, like we did the big boy here. And make sure that you always do the backside. All right. Still keeping my eye open.
Yeah, it could take a minute because
Yeah.
cyberspace and stuff.
Oh yes, cyberspace. Cyberspace. All right. Let me. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. And, but I again, I keep on saying it. I just can't believe how beautiful these miniatures are, guys. You know, especially if you're D&D players or you're just looking to paint some stuff, I highly, highly suggest that you go check these out. These are some of the best minis I've seen in quite some time, especially for D&D. And when I got, like, we're set for the next month as far as what we're going to be painting going forward. And each week is going to be something different. So we're not going to continually do, beholders for sure.
Oh, we're not stuck on beholders.
And one of the things that we really want to hit home here is that these are just fantastic models, and the pre-primed is just fantastic. It really saves you a step, and I think that alone, but the quality, you could pre-prime junk and it's still junk. But these are absolutely beautiful. Fantastic job by Wizkids. I've got to get my hands on all their offerings for sure. And I'm going to have to spend some money.
DJ, where are you located? Rob's in Florida.
Yes.
Land of humidity.
Yeah. Lovely Florida.
Zeblik is reminding us that Mini Market currently has the Painting with Rob sale.
Yeah, if you paint with us, just check on the bottom of our video at Rob's Tabletop World, this live video here. It should be in the comments. Did you put it in the comments, dear?
It sure is.
Oh, you are just on top of stuff. And that's what we enjoy most, is that somebody has to keep us in line. All right. I'm originally, though, from New England. I am originally from a little town called Plainville in Connecticut. Now, we showed you originally that we're going to want to take some of this pixie pink, okay? And I'm going to put that in the mouth before I do the teeth there. So even though I did this, these bigger parts will at least have some time to dry. I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a little pixie pink. Or you can use, if you're using Citadel, you can use a Emperor's Children, which is just as good. But we're gonna darken that up real good. Well, I can promise you that. I can promise you that. And I want to get that tongue because I want that tongue to really stand out. And I think it's just a cool thing to just come in here and just get this now. And I'm not worried about anything else.
Some questions on varnishing. Rob will talk about finishing your miniature later when he gets done painting it.
All right. But honestly, as far as varnishing, I just use a matte spray, a matte medium, not matte medium, just a matte clear over the top. And for me, that works. All right, there we go. And then, as you see, we got his tongue in there. I just want to kind of now I'm just going to...
I love that Serial's kind of showing off. You don't have to have anything fancy. He's got just a plain, just a nice little plastic kind of cap that he found laying around that he can use. He's using as a palette. So
yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is, if you're looking for like a thing to hold on to water, these things come in these little blister packs, and all you have to do is just put your water in there. There's a couple of these that you get.
Yep. See, there's another. Just that looks like what, an old ice cream container there.
Yeah, there you go.
Gelato.
Yep, gelato.
Yeah. Save you a little extra container.
Yeah, Serial's painting on has a medicine, an old tube that your medicine.
David, thank you.
In.
And by the way, boy, look at all the people. DJ, nice to see you. KMS, buffering. Oops, which varnish does
Christopher's
everyone...
saying he uses Pringle can lids. They make great.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this
yeah,
doesn't,
there you go.
the paint isn't the most cheap thing in the world, but it doesn't
Take it
take
easy,
a lot of
DJ.
super special tools.
Mm-hmm. This is drying pretty nicely. Okay, perfect. Just mix it up however you want to do it. Okay, so while that's going, I'm going to come back to...
And again, there's we have earlier in the channel, if you go back, there's a series called Painting 101. Will actually take you to, unfortunately, you can't go to Hobby Lobby right now, but it will take you through basic painting materials and what to look for.
But you can find anything that you're looking for. Guess where? I'll
Mini
tell
Market.
You what. Mini Market. Our
They
boys over in Mini Market.
They're one of the suppliers of Army Painter. Their Army Painter stuff. They just restocked. It's going like crazy, but
yeah, because it's going to be a while before anybody else gets any stock, and so I really suggest if you want to get some stuff, hey,
Aaron says he doesn't want to give Hobby Lobby any of my money. Fair enough, but it's just
you don't have to give anybody your money.
Yeah,
just
it's just
the people that
walking
you
through
want
the
to give
basic supplies you need and how it doesn't take anything fancy. So wherever you're at, and Rob says that several times in the video.
Yeah, and a thing, the reason I use Hobby Lobby is because I'll go there and I'll get some of the cheaper brushes, but they're not that cheap. And I'll use them because I do a lot of dry brushing and things like that. And it just really helps when I'm trying to, I'm going to ruin a brush. Now you want to be very careful around this mouth area here. Okay, as you can see, I got all those teeth in there, which is just fine. And then you want to get the back of the teeth. So just turn it on the side and just be careful. Listen, if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. You can always paint over it. And I always say that all the time. It's easier to fix your mistakes. And then you learn from the last time. God knows I make plenty of mistakes all the time. Don't be afraid. Just pick up a brush and color your own way. What do you want to see? Maybe you want to see a purple. I've seen a purple one that somebody did, and I was like, wow, that's fantastic. I never would have thought of making a purple beholder. You color it the way you want to, maybe how your campaign is going, or maybe how you want to see it on your shelf. And when you get done, you're going to have a sense of pride because you did it yourself, and that's the beauty part of it all. And that's where it all comes together.
Questions on brushes. Speaking of ruining brushes,
how
do you know when a brush is dead, and what is the typical lifespan of a brush?
I'm hard on my brushes because I'm just very hard. I can tell you I have brush cleaner. I really suggest picking up a bottle of it. It helps keep your brushes nice. But when they start to splinter out, I always like a sharp point, and then that's when I go, snap, you're done. Next. And I do it that way. I mean, and also the quality of brush that you get too. Some of those GW brushes, the Army Painter brushes, which I have over here, really last and really do a phenomenal job. And there you go.
Does a brush shaper or does brush shaper / restorer help at all?
What's that? Oh yeah, brush restore. Yeah, it helps. It helps. It breathes a little life for a while, and it's worth it. And I think it does a really nice job. All right, now when I'm done with that, I'm going to check Big Boy here.
Marcus asks how brush cleaner is different from using hand soap and water. Brush cleaner is actually designed, it's more like a shampoo for your brush. It's designed for the bristles in your brush, whereas hand soap is meant to clean your hands. So it's a little gentler on the brush. It's a little less, your brush won't break down as fast.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to take what do I got here? Okay. Close this up. Close this up.
John says he got a dozen figures out of one brush. He's doing good. Or if he gets a dozen figures, he's doing well.
Yeah. If I can get a paint job out of a brush, it has served me well. I'm going to take a little matte white here. I want to kind of clean up the eye a little bit. just so I can find out where I'm at. Come on. Okay, there we go. Maybe that was a little too much. All right. And I'll just come in here a little thinner than I like to. All right. And
Ooh.
right in here.
What is the best brand of brush?
Boy, I think brush is about feel. Okay, how many times I've done this show where I've actually taken a brush and go, no, it's a perfectly fine brush. It could be the most expensive brush in the planet, and then I'll just pick up a cheap brush that I got at Hobby Lobby and go, well, okay, I like this one a lot better. You know, it really just comes down to your feel that time, that day. Well, this is where we kind of want to clean things
Judge says
up.
you got to be careful with that green one so it doesn't look like Slimer.
No, he's not going to look like Slimer. He's going to look like... Who said that, Dutch?
Yeah.
Well, Dutch, I have a picture of you, and that's where I'm going off of. John Farnett, how are you, my friend?
Who said that, Dutch?
Yeah. Yeah, Dutch.
Well, Dutch, I have a picture of you, and that's where I'm going off
John,
of.
you want to mute your
Yeah, I'll mute
YouTube
him.
or whatever you're watching on?
John Farnett.
Okay, there
Thank
we
you.
go. I muted him.
All good.
He didn't know he was...
Yeah, no, he says it's on his MacBook, so he wasn't
Oh.
sure what happened. All good.
It's all good. It's all good. And
Okay.
I'm going to
Some
just...
excellent advice here on what different kinds of brushes different painters have had success with. Thank you,
Mhm.
guys.
I mean, I always find whatever works, as long as it isn't those cheap tester ones. Remember those ones
that was based on him. It felt like looking in a mirror.
Jesus.
Love you too, man.
Hey, I'll be here all week. I've been here 32 days straight. Streaming 32 days straight. And we're doing a lot of... What's that?
William says he hates his brushes. What are some good brushes to use? Like you said, he goes.
I really suggest if you're a beginner, go down to Hobby Lobby. They have the Master Touch series. They're cheap and inexpensive. Find out if you like what you're doing.
Michaels has some excellent also for an alternative that, because I believe Hobby Lobby is currently closed due to the situation. Michaels also has a really good line of just like brush and get a pack of them and try different shapes and see how they feel.
Yeah, because I know that the Hobby Lobby one, and I keep on saying Hobby Lobby. We are not sponsored by Hobby Lobby, by the way. But when I go down there, they have like a...
John says his mic is now muted on his end also.
Okay, I will take care of that.
Thank you, John.
And you're on mute.
Blick has some... Sean says Blick has some good prices online if you're looking for another
Exactly.
online source.
Good call. Good call.
Blick
Excellent.
is a great source.
Mm-hmm.
They have... says Blick has some good prices online if you're looking for another
Exactly.
online source.
Good call.
Uh-oh.
Good call.
Oh, who did that now?
Blick is a great source.
I think that's John. So.
Blick has some good prices on. Sorry about that, folks.
Still John.
Jackson Arts also. John is using his built-in camera and mic, so he's having some technical issues.
That's all right.
Rob, do you have a favorite material for your brush? So he's having some technical issues. Do you like synthetic? Do you like natural?
I seem to be. I bounce between all three.
Do you like synthetic? Do you like natural?
Okay, what happened there? Hold on here.
I seem to be.
Okay, there we go. Muted.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We got it on our end, John. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
We got it. We'll just you can be you and Serial. You're our silent heroes down there.
Silent heroes.
Painting on. And what size brush do you generally use for details? Can you show us one of your detail brushes there?
0.
Size 0. There you go.
There you go.
Question answered. You ask, we answer. We love it.
All right. One of the things that I like to do, and I think I'm going to try.
Ooh. Ooh. I love the bright beholder too. That's kind of fun.
Which one? Oh, yeah. I really like that. Nice job,
Yeah,
James.
it's fun.
Good job.
It's fun.
That's what we're doing.
And John has a nice dark one down here.
Okay. All right. That's what I
has
was
one
talking about.
From
that
a different
yeah.
set, it looks like. So we got 3 different ones. I think Serial has the actual Wizkids one, I think,
Mhm.
and John, yeah, James has one from the
Dungeon
board
of the Mad
game.
Mage, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm not sure where John's is from. It looks a little different than either of the other 2. So, yeah.
Like I said, I was going to take some moot green.
Very cool.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to put some eyes on this one.
I'm hiding behind the logo.
All I want to do is just put a little.
Oh, yeah.
I just think the green eyes here will be fine.
There we go. We'll just shift me over there.
Okay. Am I missing something?
What? Oh, no, just because we have so many awesome people in here painting with us, my face was sort of hiding, so I shifted so people could see me.
Who said
It was a little weird that there was like a body and my head said Rob Oren Live.
Well, yeah.
John's is a Wizkid from a few years ago. Just had all the stocks attached. I gotcha.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to say it again for the 5,000th time. Really, really, really take a look at this new series that they're coming out with. Nolzar's Marvelous Miniatures. These are just I got a few of them in, and just to set up so what we were going to do going forward. And these are just absolutely just some of the most gorgeous models I've seen in quite some time. I just blows me away.
David says he's been in too many TPKs when the beholder showed up. Yeah, bad news.
Yeah, there's a ton of beholders here.
Bad news.
And remember, there's 10% off at Miniature Market. You guys can get these guys. And especially next week. Next week is going to be fun. Next week is going to be fun because we're doing one of the bigger figures. So I like to experiment usually. All right. And I'm just looking for what I need next. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Erin said that she had better success switching to a natural brush for highly detailed work.
Well, there you go.
Good tip. So if you're having a challenge with your details, maybe try switching from synthetic to natural or back, whichever one works for you better. Sometimes a different brush. If you watch several of Rob's sessions, he will grab a brush, start painting with it, and it'll go across the room because it was not the right brush for what he was working on. Dutch has some gaming to do. All right. Take it easy, my friend.
Dutch. It's good seeing you. And I'll be right here in a minute.
All right. So we've got a base coat. We've got our wash on, it looks like. We've painted the base with that gray. Put some white on to clean up the eyes, and then we have a little bit of moot green to do the iris on the...
Now I'm going to come back with the glaze because I really think the glaze is the best way to go with their eyes. So I'm going to work it around the outside of the rim of their eye. And to do that, I'm looking for the right brush. Yeah, again, here we go. We're talking about brushes, right?
Speaking of brushes, all you who are...
It's just finding the one that I want to feel comfortable with because I'm going to have to do some close work here. So that might do it. So we're going to shake this up.
And since the
and you could use yellow wash, whatever. Because all I want to do is I just want to hit outside of this eye. And we're
Crescent
doing
Dancer would like to know how long you've been painting for.
me?
Mhm.
Oh, since I was a kid. I'm an old man. So my first paint job was actually oh God, what the heck was it was a Viking ship, because I had sent away in a comic book for this little thing. Now this glaze is going to be great, and I know somebody wanted to see a blend, but I really think that using this glaze will be a little bit better, because then once it dries, I can kind of just swirl a little white in there and try to give a little better feel to that. So I like that a little bit better. You see how his eye is just, he looks pretty dead, if you ask me, you know? And this is where it's really going to pop, because with this guy in the green, this disgusting greenness of him. And then all I want to do is the rest of his eyes, I'm just going to go yellow as well. Make him kind of creepy. Again, it's the beholder I see in my head.
Theo would like to know, do you have to build up the glaze or just apply it in one coat?
I just apply it in one coat.
It's going to depend to some extent on the glaze you're using also.
Yeah, it really does. You may have to put 2 coats on it. It really depends on the situation too.
Mm-hmm.
The color of the glaze and all the other little
Yellow
things.
can be particularly tricky. The one Rob is working with is a super fantastic yellow glaze, which is unfortunately discontinued now.
Yeah.
Yellow is one of the trickiest colors to work with.
It's very hard. And I always suggest that you take like almost a tan as underneath and then put the yellow on.
Good tip.
And we'll put that there. There we go. And now he looks. And you got to be careful, because you don't want streaks in there either.
Ooh. I'm checking out James's eyes in there. They're looking really cool. Sorry. Y'all are like this big on my screen, so I lean in to see.
Nice, very nice. I like it. Good job.
Ooh, Grahamtastic says his not paint related, but
Mhm.
daughter is taking the first dive into Talisman tonight. Good luck to her and you.
All right, there you go. You have to have a little bead at the end of your strokes. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Like I said,
Some great advice coming on. We've got some really great advice in the
yeah,
comments.
just talk. And that's the one thing that we always enjoy doing with these live shows is that people talk together and just
absolutely. Brewgeek suggests using ochre as a base.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's another great
suggestion.
Ogre, or in the GW line, you can use what the heck is it? Averlin Sunset is a fantastic one to use. All right, next we're going to take which is it? We already used the dark tone. We are going to use the soft tone. And what we're going to go over is all the bone area in here. And
David would like to know if you washed the figure before priming. These actually come pre-primed. So
yeah, they come pre-primed. A lot of figures I do that. And there's a reason for it, because you just don't know what the mold release is that they used. So it really does help more than you can imagine. So I really highly suggest it.
We were talking earlier, but John is actually demonstrating yet another very cheap solution for painting: paper plate.
Paper plates. Always go paper plate.
Works great.
Nice job, John.
And you can throw it out when you're done, which is awesome. Also, easy cleanup.
Now, as you can see, I'm going over this bone and I'm darkening this bone up with the soft tone. You can use an Agrath Earthshade as well, which you do. And I want to get in the mouth here. There we go. like I'm doing
What
right
is the
there.
hardest color to paint over if you make a mistake? Depends on what you're painting over.
Yellows are always so difficult for me. I don't know why. I've always had problems with yellows.
Yellows are just hard.
Yellows are just
Start
hard
to
to
finish,
paint.
yellow's hard.
I forgot. Oh, what the heck is the guy's name? He had a great series on painting over yellows, and I really enjoyed it. Boy, if I can remember. Oh, Jay's painting, I think it's called. He was very good at painting over yellows. He had a nice little series. I think you guys would really enjoy.
Cossack's Cam says purple. Purple's
Purple.
probably the hardest color to paint over. It likes to cover.
Okay, there you go.
I can see that. Yeah. Tim just says everybody in the that's painting live with Rob doing a great job. Kudos to everyone painting live today. Nice work.
Yeah, and listen, if
Thank
you
you
want
guys
to come
so much
on,
for joining us. That's awesome.
if you want to come on next week, come on next week.
Great to see. It's great to see other people's kind of working along with it and kind of ideas.
Yeah.
There's more
And,
than one way
and
to
we're
do
going to
it.
be doing this going forward. This is going to be the new norm. I do a ton of painting on my channel normally, but you're going to want to stick with us as we paint certain games and things like that. But this is going to be something that we're going to do each and every chance that we can, and that's painting with you guys. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, most importantly.
Good point. Painting over metallics can be a real
Pain in the booty.
Yeah. And it's because it's a different kind of paint. Most metallics have a little bit of actual metal in them, and so no matter how many times you try to paint over it, a little of that metal shine still comes through. Real challenge.
Yeah.
So be careful with your metallics, I think, is the moral of the story.
And the moral of the story. There you go. Now we're going to take some of that dark tone. Okay. No, that's not dark tone. That's matte black. All right.
That's dark tone.
Dark tone. There you go.
Just wanted to make sure you didn't dark tone with matte black. That would have been.
Yeah,
Then we would have been doing exactly what they're asking. What's the hardest thing to paint over?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I'm just going to go over this gray a bit. I don't want to get
flag. As an older guy that just got into painting miniatures, what are some items to be used to see details better as we paint? When Rob goes up top,
right,
you will see
hold on.
his Rob will flip it up top here in a minute, and you can see his visor.
And my wife got this for me, and I'm going to tell you, it's one of the best things that you can ever use. Let me figure out how I can do this and keep everybody in here. There we go. I had to take it off because I kept on getting it in front of the camera. But this visor here is just superb. It has a little light on it. See? And then you can change the different types of lenses. She found it on eBay, believe it or not. I wish there was a name on it. It's adjustable. But it's just perfect because when you are doing your thing, you can really get in there and get it done. All right, back to the table, huh?
Yep.
If I know how. There we go. All right. Got it. All right, so again, we are using some washes here. And
Sean says, you got me onto painting on my painting journey years ago when you started the channel. He's now commissioned painting for a studio and would like to thank you for getting me here.
look at you. I mean, and listen, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I'm going to be honest with you. And I hope everybody hears this, that's watching and listening, of course, all across. I'm not the greatest painter, but I can teach. I know I can teach. I've done it many a times. I've done some great work. I've done some stuff for TV shows and stuff like that, which I'm very proud of. But there's a lot of better people. But I can tell you this much. Nothing makes me happier, okay, than to see somebody come along and pick up a brush and be better than I am, okay, a lot better than I am. because they found something that they didn't have before. They learned how to color their world. They learned how to express themselves a different way. And that's what doing this is all about, is learning how to express yourself in just a different fashion. And, you know, it brings great joy to a lot of people. Some people can't stand it. They pick up a brush. They go, wow, that looks interesting. I want to paint my game so everybody has a great time. And after they get done with the first thing, they go, well, I'm never going to do that again. I'll have somebody else do it for me. That's okay too. But it's a shame to wasted talent, I always believe. And if I can just bring somebody to do that, then I've done my job. And that's the whole point of Rob's Tabletop World. We've always tried to do our very best to bring this to everybody and make it enjoyable for everybody. There you go. I get off my stool now. All right, these guys are coming right where we need to be.
Ooh, I like the yellow up there.
What are we, about $1.10 in? All right, good. Look at this. John's doing a great job. Serial Hero has not said an entire word the whole time.
I don't think he has a mic that works.
I know, but it's just kind of nice not to hear him.
Oh. You got a thumbs up there, dude.
There you go.
Erin says her current visor is competing for nose space. Excellent.
Oh boy, that's funny. There's just a spot, and you're gonna miss spots, and sometimes you just gotta come back and touch up. That's it.
Everybody who's live painting doing okay over there?
Yeah, I think so. All right, next thing I'm going to do, because it's almost dry, and we're almost at the finish line here.
Aaron says
For
the
today.
holders being painted along look awesome.
Yeah,
So true.
everybody's doing a great job, and next week I can't wait to show you what we have next week. As a matter of fact, while I'm waiting for some of this to dry, Helen,
Just put a wash down there. Yes, sir.
why don't we give away a gift certificate?
Oh boy.
And then yeah, this is going to be fun. All right, so here's the way this works, and I'm going to come up top. Everybody keep painting. I'm going to let these guys dry for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a little dry brush, and we'll be out of here probably in an hour and a half, which I think is a pretty good show. So I'm going to come up top. We'll put everybody to the side there. Okay.
Play along also.
The way this works is I've got 2D100s. I mean, 2D10. So I need you guys, when I type in start now, okay, start now, you're going to put in a number 1 to 100. You only get to put in one number, okay? The closest to the number that I roll wins. Now, if there is a tie, we have a roll off of death, okay? I don't know what to tell you. There's a roll off of death, and then we will give you the instructions. What's going to happen is the people that have tied or come close, have tied, we will have them pick a number from 1 to 100, and we will roll again. Now, the first one in the list gets to pick the number first. Now, in a tie, we'll go to the arena death. Only
We'll cross that bridge if we get there.
Cross that bridge if we get to it. But with
one number between
145 people
and
watching,
100.
there's a good chance that we're going to have the arena
There's a
death.
possibility, but we'll get there
All right.
if we get.
Now, I'm going to let this run for a while. Okay. I'm going to let this run for a while. So when I say start now, put your numbers in. But do not, if you put in a number twice, you're going to be disqualified. Okay. One
And
number.
that includes on two different, only one. If you're watching on both Twitch and YouTube, only one.
Only one. No cheating. We know who you are. All right. Now, the cutoff is when I type in stop. Okay. And when I type in stop, that's the last. No numbers after that will be accepted. All right. The roll off of death.
If you're
we give away, and listen,
you can put it in private chat or whatever you want. Also,
yeah.
We want to make
Helen's gonna keep an eye on this, so we hope This is the first time we're doing it on
I got
3
this
different.
on-
We're
on
doing this on
multiple-
3 different channels. We're doing it on 3 different channels. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to keep this going. So again, this is for a gift certificate from our fantastic and awesome sponsor, who will be sponsoring this entire series and giving away gift certificates. Which, the minute you win, right when we're done, you're gonna just make sure you get an email to me, and we will get that code right out to you. I already have the codes. How you like me now?
Internally screaming.
Here we go.
All right. Get your numbers in, folks.
Here's where it should go flying. Oh my God. We're gonna let it go for a while. Can you keep up with it? Nice job. Look at you, James. James, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna put you in my place.
I got you.
Me?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in my place and let you paint. Heck
No,
with me.
you're way better than me.
No. Hey, we're all having a good time, and I think that's the most important thing here. As I let this guy dry. These guys dry. Beautiful. And this is a lot of fun. The beholder's a tricky dude, but a lot of fun.
Yes, Linda. We will be pre-scheduling the a little earlier, hopefully.
Yeah, and we would love to have you on, Linda.
We will have the colors listed in the comments on in the description on Rob's Tabletop World. And we're still working out some details, but we will get you.
This is the first show, but I guarantee you, you're going to enjoy it. And going forward, if you stick with this show, you're going to learn a lot with it. I mean, this was just fun in general, and having everybody here. We'll get you on here. We'll have you out in the audience. We're going to give away stuff, and who knows what, the more people that watch this and stuff like that, the more people that we're going to be giving away stuff for. So there you go. Trust me.
Did you get your number in, James?
Yes,
James.
I put it in YouTube.
All right,
Okay.
Good enough. Just making sure. John, you got yours?
Serial hero is not a serial hero unless he puts his in.
I
So
got
as
it.
we're letting this run, and again, I wanted.
Serial Heroes wrote his.
Oh.
He did it.
Oh, okay, all right. As long as you got it, I got you. John, is John in? I hope John's in.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Okay, listen, I can't thank you enough for watching this. Number one, number two, I can't thank you enough for painting along, all you people here. And when you get a chance, this is the kind of stuff that Miniature Market does. They're always trying to help. Things aren't great out there, and they said, hey, why don't we do a nice paint class and give some stuff away? And what do we do? They decided to do it 10% off, so you can pick up the figures. And when I show you the next week's figure, I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you now, and I'll show you at the end here. Next week we are doing this demon, and he is cool, Balar. Okay, so I'm gonna put him up there. I'll give it another shot of him later. He's already pre-primed. He's glorious. Okay, and we're going to have a lot of fun. You can see on the back the really cool paint job that they did. Well, guess what? We're gonna do it one better. All right, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing this, and that's what it's all about: getting together and just doing it up.
Cam Games noted that there's one in a board game ballot. There's one in one of the board games also. So check your board games.
Joe, thanks for following us. You got a Dancing Pikachu, bro.
Woohoo!
See, if you follow us over at Twitch, you get a Dancing
Pikachu. One of the games has a baler also. So
one of the games has a baler. Oh, you could do that too.
Absolutely.
But this one's already pre-primed,
which is awesome.
And I like these sculpts a little bit better. I like the plastic. I mean, they're just better. Trust me. So go check them out. 10% off. Is glaze different than a wash?
Oh, you're reading them now.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I just saw it picking up.
That's all right.
Look at this. Another Dancing Pikachu. At PHEEX is now following us on Twitter. Thank you, brother.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
Follow.
Everybody get a
Will
Dancing
there be
Pikachu.
time to order a Baylor for the next episode?
Yes.
Hopefully?
Yes. Next Friday. If you order it today, you'll have it by next Friday. I guarantee it.
Legend of Drizzt has the Baylor.
Yes. But that was an older sculpt too.
It is.
I'm
It'll
telling
be
you.
different, but much like there's a Baylor from John's. He's showing it off his.
There you go, kid. There you
the
go,
game.
John.
Thank you.
Thank you, brah.
So yeah, if
All right.
if
Are we ready?
I
should
think
do
we're
it now?
ready. We haven't. Yep. Because we have.
What's a
other
good
conversations going
substitute?
on.
I would go get a contrast from I forgot what the yellow contrast is from Citadel. It'll work. Okay, boom. Okay, that's the stop, and I'm going to make sure it goes on all 3 channels.
It did.
Ding, 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 ding. It did. Okay, once it did that. Okay, we're going to switch over to the view. Watching are going to be our 2, and we're gonna give away one more before we leave. So you're not going to want to leave. You're going to want to hang around. If we can get through this one, right? Boom. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing here? Boom. Why don't I do this? There we go. I got to get used to this StreamYard, which is a fantastic program. All right. You have the 2 beholders watching on. They're rooting for one of you guys. Good luck, everyone.
The beholder says 13.
The beholder.
We got
82. 1982.
Christopher has 80.
Let's see
Oh,
who
Robert
has.
Nalen with 83.
Ooh, okay. Keep them in
Forrest
there.
Gump with 81. Jeff Thompson with 83.
Did anyone pick 82?
I'm looking. Oh, we have a 3-way tie, it looks like.
3-way tie at 82?
We have, let's see, 82. We have Jeff Thompson, Forrest Gump, and Robert Nalen. All
3-way
had,
tie?
We're one off.
They were one off?
All one off.
Okay, so nobody got 82.
Nobody had 82 on the head.
It's time for the roll of death.
All right.
All right, so Helen, take it from here.
All right. Let's see. Robert, can you give us your number?
He has to pick a number 1 to 100. All right, I'm going to go back to doing what we're going to do here.
Yeah, you do that. We'll figure this out. I'll tell you when to roll.
Okay.
All right, we have a number from Robert. Next up, we need a number from Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump, can you get your number in, please?
Once your number is locked, it is locked.
All right. Excellent. We've got our number from Forrest. And now Jeff Thompson, can you get me your number, please? And he has his number in. So we need another roll.
All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Who will win the gift certificate? Who will come away victorious? And it's not some cheap, it's not some $5 gift certificate. It's not even a $10 gift certificate. 73.
73. Jeff, congratulations.
Jeff, congratulations. You are the winner of the gift certificate. Email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. I will get that out to you by the end of the day. Please email me again at novaprime860@hotmail.com. If any of you have any questions, you can also email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. All right, so we've given away one gift certificate. We'll give one away before we wrap this all up. Look at this. Another dancing Pikachu. Kuda is now following us. Thank you so much, my brother.
I missed it.
You missed it. That's because it's on the other screen. Okay, so now what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little dry brushing here. And what I would like to do is I like to take either I usually take Wild Rider Red. I could use a Vallejo Scarlet, which is kind of nice. And I actually take a little bit of the white and the red that I have, and I use that in my army painter. They have it like a scarlet. I forgot what it's called, and I forgot to pull it. So I'm just going to go with the Wild Rider Red for right now. And a matter of fact, I'm waiting for an order from the army painter myself. But they closed up, unfortunately. But hey, that's all right. We'll get there. Now, I'm going to just take a brush here, and I'm going to show you how I go about doing this. You guys can do it however you like to. And all I'm going to do is just take this, and you see it has a nice little orange tinge to it. And all I want to do is I want to take, really get it in that brush there. I usually use one area, but I come over here and I try to take as much as I humanly possibly can off. Okay? And then ever so lightly, and always making sure that I got enough in here.
I believe it's pure red in Army Painter.
Pure red, excuse me. Thank you. Mine's dried up.
It's all right.
Okay, and then I'll come in the back here. Okay, I'm just going to take, and all I want to do is just, I really want to hit it very lightly, ever so lightly. It's almost like tickling somebody with a feather. I've said that a million times, it seems. And just nice and lightly come over this and just hit the high spots. Okay? Because what that's going to do is going to give you a really nice feel to this. And if you don't feel, it's better to have less than too much. Right in the eyes here. I want to come over his eyebrow here. And I just want to brighten that up. And it starts to sit up here. And you'll see, hopefully, because we have to do this in 720 instead of 1080 because StreamYard needs to up their game. And sometimes if I feel I just don't have enough on that brush, or it's not in deep enough for that brush. Now I have a couple of dry brush brushes, which I'll show you. But I for some reason I just like this brush here, especially when I'm doing something like this.
That's Hot Boy says, miniatures on you, right, Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff, man, I expect to see you here next week. Painting. All right. And just ever so lightly. Just nice and easy.
Oh, man. I think, is John's a purple? Is he doing his in purple over there?
Huh? I don't know what John's doing. You go, John.
We were talking about a purple beholder. Yeah.
Yeah, so he decided
I like
to go purple, go older. That's what I like to see.
Go purple or go home.
Go purple, go home. All right. I got that on the edge there. And you can see,
look how much paint, just real quick here. Look how much paint he's put on that paper towel, folks.
Yeah. Just so I can get the right feel that I feel I have. And I can just kind of do this and come over here.
None on the brush. It all is all on that paper towel, folks. There's very little on that brush.
Yeah. And that's so I can have his, look at his forehead. Do you see how now all of a sudden it has more depth? And you can really see the lines there. It's a nice, easy way to do this. And just come over and work its way through here. You want to come over on the side of his cheeks here. I'm trying to watch what I'm doing because I really don't want to hit that work there. But that's okay. I'm all right. What?
Jeff says he's still cleaning up his basement from the flooding last week. Well, Mini Market has the next several out there, so order a couple weeks out so you can join us.
Yeah. But at least you got something. And, you know, especially since you had a flood and everything like that. I know it's not much. But...
Luckily, no games were damaged. Okay, the important part's covered there.
Yeah, okay, there he goes.
Love it, love it.
Yeah, and if something was, now you got a gift certificate and you can replace it. Look at you. Congratulations, my dear friend.
Oh.
What's that?
Something else.
Snotty pants?
Yes, that.
Huh. Yeah, you're going to have trolls no matter what. That's life. All right. You can tell me later.
No, it's fine. He asked a valid question. I'm just clarifying.
Oh. All right. So we did that. We did that for the big fella here. Okay. And then we come over to this guy, and I'll show you what we do there. Let me just clear off this brush. I'm going to use a different brush so we can speed things up a little bit. And actually, I made a mistake here because I actually caught him with a little of that red. So sometimes you just got to fix things. Everybody makes mistakes. I don't care who you are. The good guys just don't show them on camera. All right. So next, for this guy, the way I want to bring him out, okay, is we're going to take some of this witch's brew again, and what we're going to do is we're going to get some of it on our paper towel again. I'm going to use a different brush this time, and we really don't want to hit that too hard because I really like the dark tone on him. And I'm really going to wipe this off like I do. Okay. I get it really in that brush. See how it's really in that brush? I really want it to get in there real good. And then once I feel comfortable, and sometimes what I'll do, if I'm not too sure, I'll come on the bottom here and the letters here, I'll see if I can make them appear without everything coming around there. And that's when I know I kind of got it right. And right in here, just nice and easy. You really want to do the same thing that we just did with the other fellow there. And it's really going to make him stand out. And work it into his cheeks here. Right under his eye. And it really makes my boy here really creepy and awful and nasty. Because that's what he is. He ain't here for the buffet. He's here to take people down. And really just work. There we go. And that nice little green that I'm working in here. Really it really makes him kind of pukey looking. Like he's dead. This dude is just deader than a doornail. And that's what you would do. You would just keep on going over and over. And really just kind of that's what you're looking for. You know, just two very simple, easy ways to do two beholders in an hour and 30 minutes. Not bad, huh? All right. And that's what we're going to go with. All right.
He's
again.
Dead, Jim. Yes.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
We're fine. Just somebody commented he's dead, Jim. Yes, they are.
He's dead. Yeah. Nice one. Let's take a look and see how you guys are coming along.
Yeah.
I'm a little faster.
Look at that. Oh, I like the cereal
Very
has
nice.
a blue eye in that central eye there. I like it.
Very nice.
Nicely done.
Great work. Great work. All right.
And John's purple beholder over there is looking amazing.
Oof. Not bad. Not bad. That's the basis on how to get those done. The other thing that I probably would do is maybe just go over with a little skeletal bone onto the bone here, and I'll show you that in a minute. But what we're going to do is we're going to give away our second, yes, not one, but 2 gift certificates from who else? Miniature Market, right? So if you didn't win last time, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to help you out here. So I'm going to put in the start now when I'm ready. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade a little bit of the bone, okay? Remember, we put that deep wash into it, and now we want to kind of bring it back and pop it out. And really, I always darken things and then bring things back out. Darken and bring
Jeff,
things
you can
back
still
out.
Enter.
All right. So I hope people have enjoyed this. It's our first one. We're really going to ramp it up and really bring some stuff to it. I promise you that. And there we go. All right, get your numbers in there. 1 to 100. Only pick one number. We're going to be rolling away for our last gift certificate. Oh, and here they come.
Ba-doom, 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 boom, boom.
Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom.
How exciting.
See, I have a delay here because I'm on whatchamacallit. All right, now
StreamYard, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm on StreamYard. Okay, so while that's happening, I'm going to go over and I'm going to
Back to all of us.
Yeah.
The true stars of the show. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, what she said, right?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. One day. Wow, look at those numbers flying. Rebecca with 15. Robert coming strong with 19. Good number. Good number. I've been known to roll that. Jeff Thompson with a 100. No fear in his heart. 100.
Well, he already won one, so you know.
Yeah.
Living wild.
No fear in his heart. You got to love that. You got to love when somebody doesn't have any fear in their heart. And they just said, you know what? I think this guy's going to roll 00.
Pete
Shirey?
Yeah. Wasn't he the one that you rolled the 00? He dared you?
Oh, God, yeah. And I did.
It was great.
Non-alpha gamer coming strong with a 46. Keith with a 33.
Looking good.
Lauren with a 22. She thinks I can roll some deuces. All right, kid. We'll see what happens. All right. So while everybody's picking their numbers, I got a little bit of that skeletal bone, and all I want to do is just kind of lightly go over it a little bit. Very lightly. Just over the tips. Why don't I put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing? Anthill with 7.
I know we got some low numbers picked this time.
Some low numbers. Somebody right into the teeth here as well. Really just want to catch the tip of those and really just kind of bring those to life a little bit. There we go. See? Get some. And make sure you head over to Miniature Market. You can get these figures at 10% off, especially next week's figure, which I'll show again at the very end of our program. And here we go. And this is a permanent, no matter what happens, we will be doing this permanently. We'll probably just make it a little later to be more accommodating to everybody. We'll do it in the evening. Look at that.
Times may shift, but we're going to keep at it.
Yeah.
As long as you guys are going to be watching and painting.
As long as you're enjoying it. And I really hope, and we really hope that you do enjoy this.
And for those of you out there, I just dropped the link for the mini market page once again in the chat. So.
All right. So the two beholders will be watching. Do we have enough numbers? Do you think we're good?
We're still getting a few more in, so.
Hey, I'm going to wait a few more minutes.
Just a minute.
And you could follow us also on Instagram. You could follow us also on Twitter. You could just follow us wherever you want to. All right, let me see.
Oh, awesome. We're getting a photo here.
Yeah, I was going to, so everybody can see him a little bit, because you can't see him that well because it's 720. Well, we did a couple different looks at him. Okay, there we go. All right. What do you think, kid?
I think we're good.
You think we're good? All right.
Let's call it.
Spin my hat around finally. And we're going to roll here.
He's amazing.
Now, I got a few things to finish off with that we'll talk about. I got to hit the stop first.
Yeah, it's probably does. There we go.
All right. So everybody got their numbers in?
Yep.
Remember? Here we go. who will walk away with our last gift certificate from the mighty Miniature Market? I do not know, but I'm going to find out. And that is 54.
Okay.
54.
Oh,
Who?
Link with a 53.
Oh, 53.
Oh, Godzilla, 54 on the nose.
Godzilla lover with a 54.
Godzilla lover with a 54 on the nose.
Anybody else?
That's our only. That's our only.
Godzilla lover, you know to email me at novaprime860 at hotmail.com. Yes, I'm one of the few people that still uses hotmail.com. I will get that gift certificate out, and guess what? You can go get yourself a whole bunch of stuff, which is just really cool. We love doing that. We love giving away. We love to give away things. Miniature Market loves to give away things. I love to give away things. Hey, that's why we're here.
All right.
All right.
One more look at our awesome.
We're going to put everybody up top here.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we're gonna take a
Look
good
at that.
look.
We can see them nice and big now. Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Fantastic work. And look at some of this stuff. James, you're doing a great job. John, superb. Look at that thing. That's nasty.
Oh,
And look,
I want a close up on the
Serial
purple
Hero.
one.
Another great job.
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
Why don't you cycle through each one big so we can really see them?
How do I do it?
Well, how do you make people big?
Okay, let me try. Hold on. Solo layout. Okay, let's go.
There we go.
All
All right, James, let's see that
All right,
thing.
James. Show everybody. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
looking great.
Fantastic.
Great job, man.
Glorious.
Love it.
Man, fantastic job. Let's go over and take a look at Serial Hero.
Cereals is.
Look at you, kid. Nice job.
Look at that blue.
Nice. Good idea with the blue eye.
Great idea. Ooh,
Nice-
look in
nice
that mouth
idea
too.
with the blue eye.
that
Yeah,
looks just-
perfect.
I don't know what that thing's been eating, but it can
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
Perfect with the blue eye. I love it. Absolutely fantastic. John, let's take a look and see what you're doing here. John, that's a fantastic job, bruh.
Wow.
Now, can he hear us? Probably not.
He can hear us. He's just not talking because of the audio loop.
Yeah, I know. We got him on.
James?
Nice job. Beautiful.
Wow.
That's a
Yeah,
fantastic job. Wonderful.
that is awesome.
That
I
is
love
awesome.
I love the fact that the eye stalks are a different color. That's really
Yeah, I
cool.
do too. I really
That's
do.
really
I
cool.
really like that. Some great work, guys. Some fantastic jobs. Boy,
Thank you.
listen, I'm gonna lay it on the line here. And I'm gonna kind of push you out of the way a little bit. Listen, everybody, thank you so much for being a part of this. This means the world to us. We're big into doing this. I want to thank Wizkids for just coming out with their high definition minis are absolutely ridiculous. If you want to join us next week we're going to be here the same time, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us. You can pop in here. We're always willing to rotate people in and out, and it's going to be a lot of fun because next week we're going to be painting Baylor. And we'll be able to shorten the show a little bit too. An hour and 40 is a little long, but I want to keep it nice and tight for everybody. We're going to be giving away more gift certificates. We already have them. We have a bunch of gift certificates to give away for quite some time. Go to Miniature Market. There's 10% off. Get some of these minis, or hey, maybe get some different ones and enhance your experience at playing D&D. And this is going to be a lot of fun. This is a series that I'm very excited about and I'm looking forward to. I want to thank Army Painter for supplying us with some of the paints. I want to thank everybody for popping in and painting along with us. We're going to do this each and every week. Be sure that you join us all for sure. And for everybody else, Helen, why don't you say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. John, thank you so much. James, excuse me. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And hopefully maybe you get the next figure and come back and paint with us again. You did a fantastic job. Serial Hero, you're killing it, brah. Thank you. Thumbs up. And John,
Thumbs up to everybody.
fantastic job.
That is
glorious.
amazing. All three of you. Just,
All three of you guys really knock it out of the park. And guys, email me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. Maybe I'm going to talk to Steven. Maybe we'll get a little something for you guys. All right. Listen, for Helen, for the mighty Rob himself, until next time, keep painting. Join us next week. Make sure that you subscribe to Rob's Tabletop World. We're doing all kinds of things. There's no end to the things that we do. Check us on Twitter. Check us on Twitch. Check us on, where else are we? We're pretty much everywhere. And check us on Board Game Geek. We're here every single week with War and Pieces and, of course, our paint program, Painting with Rob. I want to thank you all for spending some time with us. I hope you all stay safe. We love you all. Please be careful. And until next time, we'll see you soon.